Welcome back to 11 of the last 20. Next on our countdown is a catcher for the Lady Barons whose strong arm had opposing runners scared to steal. Check her out.
Number 7, Manheim Central's Kayla Cook, All-State catcher for the Lady Barons.
Kayla Cook as a catcher was just incredibly athletic. I mean, she was always popping up out of her crouch to catch little short pop-ups and just, speed, even balls that were hit deep in the hole with shortstop. She would run those out and beat the play at first base.
She was incredible. She would sit there and get a ball, and I was always telling the first baseman, be ready, because if that person's taking a lead, she's throwing down. She didn't stand up to throw down. She'd be on her knees or sitting down in a crouch position, throwing down a bullet.
Waiting for her at third base on a good throw from the catcher. All she had to do was lay the glove down.
Very sound defensive catcher, fundamentally sound. And when you got a catcher like that behind the plate.
And it was high enough to be caught for the out.
She pounced on it great. Beautiful job by Cook coming out of the crouch.
It makes your pitcher that much more at ease.
She hit for a high average, hit line drives. She got a lot of RBIs because even with runners in scoring position, she was just making contact and putting the ball in play and finding holes.
Very, very solid. And you didn't have to sit there and tell her, hey, if the ball's in the outside corner, put it to right field. She was 2 steps ahead of you. She knew that. She had that done before you ever said anything.
So on top of her athletic abilities as a catcher, she was a great batter as well and did a lot of things for Manheim Central.
I don't think I have ever coached anybody who knew the game as well as her. And just not her position, but when she would catch, she would know exactly what everybody else is supposed to do all the time. And she helped execute that.
Number 6, Conestoga Valley's Nicole Allen, 4-year starter, All-State pitcher for the Lady Buckskins.
When you talk about Nicole Allen, you got to talk about what a tough pitcher she was mentally. She just, particularly her last 2 years, she just dominated for Conestoga Valley.
The year we won the section in 2013, she was dominant. She was just striking people out. I think over her career, she had over 500 strikeouts.
Nicole Allen was versatile. Came up playing shortstop the first couple of years because her sister was in the circle. But then the last 2 years, she got to get in the circle. Boy, I tell you what, just like her sister, just a dominating player.
Stafford is the first strikeout of the day for Allen.
Anytime you have 46 strikeouts and 9 walks, pretty safe bet we're going to see some strikeouts today.
Offensively, she carried that mentality she had, not only playing defense, but also in the circle.
She had a great bat in the Buckskins lineup and hit for power.
And here comes Allen into third. Stand-up triple in the Buckskins. Jump on top.
She could hit the ball, but she was one when she came up the bat. Almost every time, you knew she was getting a base hit.
You're a batter and you're locked in and you know what's coming. You lock in on that pitch, you can do some pretty dangerous things with it, and she did. She had power, she had speed, and again, all the tools you want out of an offensive player.
She was a gamer. When she walked on that field, she had one thing in her mind, and that was win. And she would do anything she could to help us. You always knew what you were going to get. I knew she was going to go out there and she was going to battle.
Number 5, Warwick's Amanda Herr, 4-year starter, 2-time All-State for the Warriors.
Amanda was a really quiet leader. There was a type of thing that she would never, ever tear down a teammate. But at the same time, I think that by the way she played the game, the way she handled herself on and off the field, I think that brought teammates to her level.
When we played her, she was a great pitcher. I mean, she could bring it. But I wasn't worried so much more about her pitching. I was worried about us pitching to her and her hitting it.
Amanda was a power hitter in the middle of the lineup and could really drive in a lot of runs.
It's her with a runner on, crushing one to left center. Bye-bye ball.
I mean, she could put a ball out of the ballpark like nobody else could, and you always had to try to pitch around her. And that's what I remember about her more than anything, that when she came to the plate and there was runners on base, do we walk her? Do we let her swing the bat?
You look at her on the mound, dominating fastball, great power pitcher, fielded extremely well. In fact, I looked at her stats, 3 errors in 4 years, a .985 fielding percentage. So basically a gold glove, right up the middle.
I remember as a freshman coming up, or even actually as an 8th grader, everybody was saying, there's this kid coming up, it's another left-hander. As an 8th grader, she came and managed the team for us. And even that year, our seniors kept saying, is there any way that we can super frosh her and get her to pitch?
And the high strike there, making number 10 for her.
And from that moment on, she had such a positive demeanor about herself.
4-year starter, really a complete package as far as a softball player is concerned.
Number 4, Manheim Central's Erica High, 4-year starter, all-state shortstop for the Lady Barons.
Erica High, what can you say about her? I mean, from her shortstop position, she really controlled the game. You know, strong arm, just really strong with a quick release.
And she hits the ball off the glove of McKee. Great play by High out at shortstop off the deflection.
Start on the left side of the infield, first to third base, and then moved over to short. And when you play on that side of the infield, you've got to have a very quick release because you don't have a lot of time to get that ball to first.
The arm that she had, she would have one deep to third and throw people out with 3 or 4 steps to go at first base.
Great play in the hole. Shows off that gun out there at shortstop.
She had an incredible exchange from the glove to the hand and off to first base. Extremely quick release.
That's the thing that, you know, jumps out at you when you're watching Erica was she just had that cannon from the shortstop hole. But that's not the only thing she did. I mean, she hit line drives. She drove the ball into the gaps. She hit in the middle of the order for Manheim Central.
Offensively, just a spark plug. Get on base, run, use your speed, but then also hit for power. And she would use that speed to hit a gap, turn a single into a double, or a double into a triple.
There's a shot to the gap in left center field.
Just what you want out of anybody in the lineup. But boy, Erica High did it really well.
When she will come in standing up.
Contact hitter, knew the strike zone, knew where the pitches were going to be. There's a reason she was the LL Player of the Year at her senior season. The fundamentals. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have the fundamentals of the game down. If you wanted to make a video of somebody how to do something on the field, you just watched Erica.
We've cracked the top 5 in our countdown, but coming up next, we unveil who made the top 3 and who's walking away as our #1 softball player of the last 20 years.